Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Izzah binti Syarul Nizam. Today, I will present my individual assignment called App Inventor tutorial. So, in this individual assignment, it contains 4 elements. The first one is Talk to Me, your first app Inventor app. The second element is Talk to Me Part 2, which is shaking and user input. The third element is Ball Bounce, a simple game apps. And the last one is Digital Doodle, which is drawing apps. Now the first one is Talk to Me, your first app Inventor app. As you can see, this is the user interface design. There is a button named Talk to Me at the top left of the user interface. Then this is the design code. For the code, I use the control block. When button 1 is clicked, so the call text to speech 1 will speak the message, which is congratulations, you have made your first app. So this is the implementation of your first app Inventor app.
Congratulations, you've made your first app.
The result is after clicking the button, we can hear the phone speak the phrase out loud. The second element is Talk to Me Part 2, shaking and user input. This is the user interface design. As you can see at the top, we can see a text box that require user to input a word or phrase, and then at the bottom of the text box there is a button named Talk to Me. Next, we will see the block codes. The first control block is when button 1 is clicked, the call text to speech 1 will speak the message on the text box 1, which is what is the user input on the text box. And then the second block codes is when the accelerator sensor 1 is shaking, then the call text to speech 1 will speak the message, which is stop shaking me. This means when the phone is shaken, then it will produce a sound, stop shaking me. So this is the implementation of the second element, which is shaking and user input.
Hi madam. Stop shaking me.
The result is when the button is clicked, it will speak out loud whatever words are currently in the text box on the screen. And also, the app will also say stop shaking me when the phone is shaken. The third element is Ball Bounce, a simple game apps. As you can see at the user interface, there is a black ball, black circle at the middle of the user interface. Next, we can see the design block codes. The first control block is when the ball 1 is flung, so it will set the speed of the ball 1 to the input, which is we get from the get speed. Same as the heading, we will set the heading of ball 1 to the input from the get heading. For the second block codes, when the ball 1 is at reach, so it will call the ball 1 to bounce at the edge that will get the input from the get edge. This is the implementation of the Ball Bounce, a simple game apps. As the result, you can fling the ball and it should bounce off the edge of the canvas. The last one is the digital doodle drawing apps. This is the user interface before the user input the draw line. So let's see at the block codes. For the control block, when canvas 1 is dragged, it will call the canvas 1 to draw line. When x1, it will get the input from the get previous x. For y1, it will get input from the get previous y. For x2, it will get the input from the current x. And for y2, it will get the current input at the current y. And this is the implementation of Ball Bounce, a simple game apps. As the result, you can drag your finger around the screen, then you can see the line produced. That's all from me. Thank you for watching and listening my presentation.